Got it.
There we go. Got it. All right. Islam, peace and love to you all. And thank you for joining us. How is everyone? I am Brother Sean Alim L, one of the 5 Astro Magnificent Bros from the 7 Hill Star Astrology Firm here at Northwest of Mexham, Turtle Island, North Gate, all these different terms and all that. And I'm here with my bros.
Benjamin Bay, peace and magnificent love to you all out there. Happy Monday, happy Intuition Monday as well, for sure. Indeed. Let me just be frank here. And namaste to you all. Peace, greetings. Islam. I am Brother Hassan Ghazi Obey here in Morocco at Northwest of Mexham. How are you? Islam. Let's do this, bros. I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna hit the screen share, throw the little intro real quick in there. Let me find phone and cable. I'm gonna hit share.
They say I seem bad, they've been mad. As above, so below, as within, so without. Got to keep from thought, the Aphelion, let's make it out. Aphelion, let's make it out. Teachers from my circle 7, learn the law and take them out. Not an NBC, but there ain't nothing to debate about. So let's take them out. Just honor my ancestors. I don't fuck with visit pertain to you. They saw.
All righty, that was a short one. Usually, I be.
What's the bus?
Put your hands where my eyes can see. All righty. So, thanks everybody for joining us. For I say a very special, Intuition Monday, Aphelion special. Also Sirius Heliacal rising. For those that like to say, July 4th, no hate to you, no shade to you, it's all love to you. We're just gonna get into some truth of what today really is behind. You see all these different distractions and warnings and everything else to mess with your psyche, right? But 7 Hill Star is bringing you life, right? See, you about to get me started. All right. So, well, I think at first I'm going to screen share. I had a few articles. Well, I pulled up just 2. I just randomly Googled it. So let me share screen again. Where are you at? Safari. Actually, I'm going to share the whole screen, so you might not see me here. All right. So this is coming from Ancient Egypt Online. All right. Let me scroll down. All right. So it says Sofdet, quote unquote, skilled woman, also known as Sothis, represented Sirius, the dog star. Sirius was the most important star to ancient Egyptian astronomers because it signaled the approach of the inundation and the beginning of a new year. New Year was celebrated with a festival known as, quote unquote, the coming of Sofdet. In fact, the quote unquote Sotic rising only coincided with the solar year once every 1,460 years. The Roman Emperor Antoninus Pius had a commemorative coin made to mark their coincidence in AD Ante Domini 139. The Sotic cycle, the periods between the rising of the star, have been used by archaeologists trying to construct a chronology of ancient Egypt. Sofdet was the wife of Sahu, quote unquote, the hidden one, the constellation Orion, and the mother of Sofdu, skilled man, a falcon god who represented the planet Venus. This triad echoed the trio of Osiris, Isis, and Horus, but the connections were not always simple. Sofdet became increasingly associated with Isis, who asserts that she is Sofdet, and quote, the eliminations of Isis and Nephthys, 400 BC, and will follow Osiris, the manifestation of Sahu. However, as well as being considered to be the spouse of Orion, Osiris, she is described by the pyramid text as the daughter of Osiris. Let's see, they got more on that. I guess I can finish saying too much. All right, so What'd you say, bro?
What he does, you scroll up a little bit, it was talking about Antinous.
Yeah, like when you just referring to, because there's popes, like if you look up like Saint Thomas Aquinas and how that deals with Saint Pius X or something like that or whatever, or you look at it was Antoninus Pius that Brother Sean had referred to up there. So is that what? Yeah, Antoninus Pius, right? So someone that's pious or whatever would be someone who is that holy piety, Piety, which we see in our Holy Quran, that is gracefully called at terms the cycle 7, which obviously is dealing with some type of zodiacal information of some sort. However, I digress and just basically saying yes to Brother Benjamin and Brother Sean. I yield.
Indeed. All right, so although Sofdet started out as an agricultural deity closely associated with the Nile, by the Middle Kingdom, she was also considered to be a mother goddess. This probably related to her growing connection with the goddess Isis. This connection was further strengthened by Sofdet's rule in assisting the pharaoh to find his way to the imperishable stars. It may be no coincidence that Sirius disappeared for 70 days every year, and mummification took 70 days. In the first dynasty, ivory tablet Sofdet was depicted as a reclining cow with an unidentified plant-like emblem, possibly representing quote-unquote year between her horns. However, she was most often depicted as a woman wearing the white crown of Upper Egypt, topped by a star or a headdress with 2 plumes. Less often, she is portrayed as a large dog. And by the Roman period, the hybrid goddess Isis Sofdet was depicted as a woman riding side saddle on a large dog.
The large dog because of the Canis Major, or with the constellation that the Sirius stars in.
You said the constellation of it?
Yeah, that Sirius is in the constellation Canis.
I'll pull up word ties on the side and I'll share that too to give it like a context and a visual of it. So yeah. For sure, broski. Let's see, where's that? Sofdet was occasionally shown as a male deity. During the Middle Kingdom, the male Sofdet was associated with Horus as one of the guys who held up the 4 corners of the earth and held Nut, the sky, in place. During the Greek period, she was linked to Anubis as Sofdet Anubis, possibly because of her canine associations.
Should have DMX the
intro. Yeah.
See, if I may add to y'all wisdom, in the first dynasty, ivory tablets so that was depicted at like what if instead of like Apple iPads, they were called ivory tablets back then, if there was a such thing as back then, because we know that there are no real dates in the Bible. All right, okay. Ivory tablet Sofdet was depicted as a reclining cow with an unidentified plant-like emblem. Unidentified plant-like emblem, possibly representing quote-unquote year between her horns. Plant-like between her horns, above her head, on high. Anyway, however, she was most often depicted as a woman wearing a white fez with a gold tassel. No, that's not what that says. It says with the white crown pertaining to Upper Egypt. Hey, look at that. That's us, Northern Hemisphere, topped by a star or a headdress with two feathers. Two feathers. So that's what plumes are. Plumage, the plumage pertaining to a bird. Less often, she is portrayed as a large dog. So is it Canis Major that Brother was referring to?
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Canis Major instead of Canis Minor. Canis Major instead of Canis Minor. And by the Roman period, which is a time much later than what we just, spoke about, the hybrid. Hey, English people. With your hybrid selves, Englishmen, the hybrid goddess, Isis Sopdet. Even the Romans was still, paying homage to Egypt. Mental bondage to sense consciousness, right? Let's never forget the metaphysics. Let's not, go into the, Egypt in a time back then. Stop it. We're speaking astronomy science. Never forget that. Stop it. Isis Sopdet was depicted as a woman riding side saddle, on a large dog. Hey, stop talking kinky to me on your ancient EgyptOnline.co.uk. Stop it. Stop it. Talking naughty to me. However, that's why we have natal charts, because somebody was bumping in the grinding and humping around. It's all good. It's all good. It's how we get here, right? So with that being said, I yield the floor to my beloved brothers and whom I'm well pleased. Islam.
Then I'll get into this one more article. Like I said, just randomly pulling up. So this is from taughtbydegree.wordpress.com. 4th of July, star Sirius, Yahweh, and the Vedic Nakshatras.
Hey.
So let's come on down. This was written last year, July 4th, Declaration of Independence Day. Did you know that the July 4th Declaration of Independence of the United States of America comes from the mystery tradition of ancient mental bondage?
You don't say. No, go ahead.
The same as the first Independence Day of the Philippines before it was changed and made June 12th. Say it ain't so. And, to add to my awesome bro brother Benjamin, there goes the Canis Major, right there, talking about the dogs. But, we see that July 4th Declaration of Independence Day of the United States of America was established by Freemasons, notably George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and other astrologers, Masons who planned and designed the National Capital Region area. Hey, why don't you just, give shout outs to Big Ben Bay, man? Why you got to try to hide it, Anyways.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't say astrologers, Masons, astrologers, hyphen Masons. Oh, no, they didn't. Have we not been saying for Masonic show? Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, and we're not on some BS. We're just being your brothers. Right? We're just being your brothers. Oh, there's my team. I was thinking,
let's see. Let's go. From the ancient concept of as above, so below, the law of correspondence, they built structures aligned to heavenly bodies and star maps, particularly the heliacal rising of star Sirius at a certain time of the year. Sirius, known as Sothis among the Egyptian, Al-Shara, as indicated in the Quran, Shira.
John, can you hear me? Pardon me. It may be a delay.
Yeah, it is a little delayed, but I hear you, broski.
Oh, all right. So let me add this here then, because I see what you're about to go into. And remember, I looked up like last cycle. I was like, yo, what is the Heliacal horizon this year? And it's clearly 39 days after today, the Heliacal horizon. Why I put that in the title? You know what I'm saying? Like we're looking at the, the Aphelion. However, 39 days, 39, right? The 39th book in the Helios Bibliotech is Ruth, right? The book of Ruth. Put a little cross in front of Ruth. You got the truth. Hey, look at that. That's tarot, right? Tarot, truth, right? Okay, so now with that being said, now we're looking at, what you're even saying right here, right? Looky, Astro Cookie, the heliacal rising of Sirius, right? It means that at the same time, it's like the sun, like the Sirius is rising right before the sun, or like at the same time around that area or whatever. It's kind of like where it's going, what it is. So with that being said, hey, because when it says heliacal is pertaining to that which descends from the sun. Helios, the sun, right? Al, or like heliac, is dealing with the sun. The Al suffix is pertaining to, away from, off from, just like the AP in Aphelion, which deals with the same term that is a prepositional term of, which means away from, off from, right? So when the Earth is furthest away from the sun, it is the warmest months in the Northern Hemisphere. June, July, August, September-ish. However, it's the coldest months in the Southern Hemisphere during Aphelion also. Which means in perhelion, per being the prefix, which means next to, by, helion pertaining to the sun. That's when, because I know this meme is just going around the internet. It's like, ooh, look what I discovered. And you people don't remember. It's like, look, bro, that's like 8th grade, like astronomy project. Like when we were 13 going over that shit. You know what I mean? Like, however, we must be cognizant that during perhelion is the warmest months in the Southern Hemisphere, pertaining to our November, December, January, February, March-ish type energy. It's just really warm Southern Hemisphere during perhelion, but however, Northern Hemisphere is experiencing autumnal equinox and winter solstice-ish type energy. So I just wanted to point out the fact that not only are we looking at the heliacal rising of Sirius, let's just put this message out there. Whoever says today, yeah, today is the heliacal rising of Sirius, is just like, well, you might want to Google that, and let's all just kind of make sure, check. Let's use our astronomical applications that we have, our telescopic applications that we have. Let's double check. Let's really go and stand aside and just look at a clear sky at night and go, okay, yeah, this does line up with this encyclopedia of the constellations that I have in my library, which ties into this telescopic app that I have also, right? Just to kind of put that out there. However, with that being said, maybe I can share a screen and show what I mean by a telescopic app, but you guys go and do your thing. I trust I didn't, stop you or take it off there as far as where you're going, because I see you're about to get into Quran and all that stuff, bro. Surya. Okay, anyway, I yield, man.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Al-Shara is indicated in the Quran, Sharia in Sanskrit. I want to say Tanlang, or heavenly wolf of the Chinese purple star group, is a brighter star in the sky, 20 times brighter than our present sun, and is located in the constellation Canis Major. Canis Major is the larger of two dogs, which follow Orion the hunter, at exact alignment on the belts of its 3 stars. Faces the 5 stars of Taurus, Hyades, the bull, and the 7 stars of the Pleiades. Sirius is more visible on the eastern sky of the winter solstice, rising after sunset. By the ancient Egyptians, Sirius was revered as the Nile star, or star of Isis. Its annual appearance just before dawn at the June 21st solstice heralded the coming rise of the Nile, upon which Egyptian agriculture depended. This particular,
Whoa. Read that again.
Let's see where we're at. It's Sirius annual appearance just before dawn at the June 21st solstice. Once again, we're getting word ties again. Heralded the coming rise of the Nile, upon which Egyptian agriculture depended.
Stop. Now, look, that's referring to the Mississippi. What is termed the Mississippi. So all we got to do is just take our own fucking eyes and go and look at this shit ourselves. Oh, hey, look, the Mississippi is rising and there is some fertilization that's going on here. Okay, so when it's talking about Asia, the land pertaining to being a slave and in bondage to mental consciousness, we're talking here, the North Gate, contemporarily termed America. This is a maxim. Old Mech, the Olmecs. Yeah, this is the old maxim. Here, it's been called Egypt. It's been called Rome. It's been called so many fucking things, guys. It's ridiculous. And at the end of the day, it's the hub of all civilization, period. That's what it is. That's what it's always going to be. It is the hub of all civilization. We are the mothers and fathers pertaining to civilization. So the North Gate here is why everybody wants to control and police so heavily. There's a trinity of places you got to comprehend that are really, for me, central when it comes to the North Gate here. And that's first and foremost, Shakamoxon near the Philadelphia Corporation, Pennsylvania Commonwealth. Secondly, near the Baltimore Corporation, just south of the Baltimore Corporation, about 40 minutes or so. You know, take 295 50, as they call it, on their quasi-national interstating commerce. It'll be near what our son's Grand Lodge. Here you go, babies. As one term Benjamin Franklin in whitewash we know is Chief Justice Emmanuel Ben Bey Moor Ali. So there's whitewashing, there's means of, okay, well, Ben Bey only wanted the bitches. He was intelligent and knew everything. He's the elder statesman. He won $100 bill. He wasn't the president. He was an elder statesman. In other words, this is a way of showing them on a $100 bill, so to speak, but then on the 2 note, showing them something on the 1 note and the C note. That's what they call 100 notes, right? A C note. They've been calling it a note the whole time. People, then they changed it. Oh, it's $1. No, it's not. It's not $1. Anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to just yeah, man, look at that. This is us. That's the Mississippi now, upon which Egyptian agriculture depended. So that means that where we were growing our food at is all the way to Mississippi runs. So if ever all near the Mississippi, I would just go and look and check what they call the Mississippi River, but whatever that water flow is, I would check every portion of pertaining to the land that's near it, and I would check to see, is it big farming business? Is it? Is it big gardening, whatever you want to see? I don't want to use the term agriculture because that's federal agent talk too. I yield the floor, son.
Yes, tap that. I'm gonna finish that and then I'm gonna pull up a chart. So let's see. This particular heliacal rising is referred to in many temple inscriptions, wherein the star is known as the divine Sephat, identified as the soul of Isis. It has religious and also practical significance as a calendar for ancient Egyptians. All right, so I'm gonna hit that there. Let me now get right into here. And now this was a chart that I pulled for today for pertaining to my location of Sirius conjunct the ascendant. So that was, today is July 4th, 2022, Kusei Kwa at 0500 hours, 53 minutes and 30 seconds. So as we look right there, we got the ascendant right there in Cancer. And we got Sirius right there. So we'll be seeing about less than 2 days or degrees, the sun or Sol will be conjunct this Sirius star. All right. So 14 degrees Cancer. So I already got that pulled up and ready. We go to the Encyclopedia of Astrology. That is a fortunate degree. Hey, hey. So then we come back. Okay, we know that Cancer is ruled by the moon. Moon's in Virgo at 11 degrees. So what's 11 degrees Virgo? Y'all probably can't see that screen. Hold on.
39 degrees from 12. 12 degrees Cancer, 28 minutes. 30 degrees is 12 degrees Leo, 28 minutes. Another 9 would be 21 degrees, 28 minutes Leo, which is when it's being marked for the 12th August 2022 to be the date being the Heliacal rising for Sirius, which means, as you guys can see, obviously Heliacal rising is evidence when you can see Sirius before the sunrise. So even though we're looking at the sun is currently at 12, Sirius, according to our perspective here on the Earth, is at about 14. So yes, we are now looking at technically 2 solar degrees prior to the sun being exactly conjunct Sirius. However, we can't see Sirius now because the sun is so close. Therefore, by the 12th August, we should be able to see right before sunrise, we should be seeing Sirius in the east, facing east. And that's what the Heliacal rising is being referred to as the moment where you can see that above. And I think I should come in. What you think? Clouds looking a little ominous? Yeah. All right. I yield to my beloved brothers and whom I'm well pleased. Let's do this.
Indeed, yeah. So we got 14 degrees, 22 minutes is a fortunate degree in Cancer, and 11 degrees Virgo is an astrological degree. So looky, as we are giving you what it truly is to ease your minds and raise your vibrations and not put you in that lower self state, right? So, wow, it's about to be extremely, yeah. So let's look at this. Let's look at the sheets. What we got going on? So we still got, for the whole Cancer season, we got Sun and Jupiter and mutual reception. But at the time, Mars and Saturn is a mutual reception by term. And by face, let's see, we got Venus and Sun, Mercury and Mars. So, yeah. Brother Benji, you got anything, bro?
Oh, no, I was trying to say the moon was conjunct the part of fortune.
You said the moon's conjunct what?
Part of fortune.
Looky. Yeah, of course, when the sun's conjunct the ascendant, yeah. Because remember, the formula for part of fortune and part of spirit is always dealing with the sun, moon, and the ascendant. So that's another reflection pattern notification there. Spot on, Brother Benjamin. Islam.
Yeah, we got a sextile too, Sol and Luna after coming off the new moon. Wow. Then we got Sol and Jupiter. So we got some real healing here, like a change of status and just how you study and how you look at things. So, as I would say, especially, word to Brother Benjamin, stay on the higher learning and, just really focus and tap in right here, with these aspects going on. And then, yeah, Sun's got final disposition for the third house. So we got Sol in the 12th. Man, this is just some real mind, body, and soul healing right here. If you're truly open to it, and I think everyone is, whether they, realize it or not, whether they want to admit it or not. Like, it's just it's a, like Brother Science says, it's a changing of the gods, It's back in the Moor 10.
Shout out to Rick. That's our colleague, Rick Tarnis, right? Shout out to him, right? But it's definitely changing, right? In the reflection to Neptune, it would be organizing of form of use.
Oh, who's breaking up?
Yeah, say it again, bro. Use thoughts that you had that are isolated. That could be fortunate for you.
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch it, but okay. I didn't want to move forward like I comprehended what you said, bro. I don't want to be rude like that. I didn't really make out what you said.
You said the Pluto and what reflection before you started breaking up.
Oh, it's cool, man. It's breaking up. We'll give it another bat or something else. It's cool. It's cool. I yield. Anybody heard something?
It's on, broski, and so yeah, we've got that and rising for the 4th. That Jupiter ruling over the 10th, and the midheaven, as they say, intercepted with Aries and Libra. So that's even Venus being ruled over by Mercury right there. So Sol as well. It's understanding and will, really, being able to communicate. Mercury is dominant. Let's see. We needed to go to Veritas, but I wanted to pull just a little quick article up of that just to get into that. So let me hit the share. You come back. All right. Hopefully that looks good. All righty. So as we look here, we got symbolized by the pentagram, Pike identifies Sirius as, quote, grand builder or great architect of Freemasonry, end quote. Sirius, the great architect of Freemasonry, the blazing star. The dog star is Sirius, the blazing star of Freemasonry. Quote, the ancient astronomers saw all the great symbols of masonry in the stars. Sirius glitters in our lodges as the blazing star. Albert Pike, 33. Degree symbol, Morals and Dogma, page 46. So there's a book for you to go check out. The blazing star in our lodges represents Sirius. The blazing star has been regarded as an emblem of omniscience, or the all-seeing eye, which to the ancient was the sun. So there goes some thought-provoking questions about, quote unquote, the 4th of July. 1, have you ever heard of the star Sirius? 2, did you know the colors red, white, and blue in the Star-Spangled Banner are the colors of the dog star Sirius? Did you know that the 4th of July celebration is tied to the heliacal rising of the star Sirius? Did you know that the 4th of July celebration is actually the Egyptian New Year and holiday? 5, did you know that the calendar we use today is based in the Egyptian calendar? 6, did you know that the cycle of the star Sirius is 365 days? 7, did you know that the Egyptians charted 36 deacons in the sky to measure time at night, which measures to 360 degrees? The etymology of deacon means 10, as in the word decade. All right, is July 4th a Roman holiday or an Egyptian holiday? This excerpt from Moors and Masonry, projected to be released in the summer of 2014, provides the general public with a proper view of Masonry. The people throughout the world have been given a distorted view of Masonry, which leads them to be disinterested in the Masonically buried ancient knowledge of astronomy and geometry. Educating the general public about the ancient star alignment of Orion, 3, Taurus, 5, and Pleiades, 7, and Sirius, 1, will instill a greater appreciation for the 4th of July celebration, which did not begin with the English colonies in 1776. Go back. Let's see. That's the same. So now. All right. So let's get in that. How does that look, Brother Benjamin? You can see that pretty good, broski?
Yeah, that's solid.
All right. So let's keep going. The European Masons' selection of July 4th as a day to celebrate their independence is based on the European Masons' knowledge of Egyptian and Moorish science, culture, and philosophy of cosmic law and nature. The phrase, quote, laws of nature and nature's guide, end quote, written in the Declaration of Independence, is the foundation, law, and keystone to establishing and maintaining civilization and government. Indeed, the European Masons are standing on the shoulders of the ancient Moabites, Egyptians, Sumerians, Babylonians, Canaanites, and Hittites.
Goodness gracious, read that again.
Got you. Indeed, the European Masons are standing on the shoulders of the ancient Moabites, Egyptians, Sumerians, Babylonians, Canaanites, and Hittites. The European Masons honor the quote-unquote ancient ones by observing the important astronomical event, the quote heliacal rising of Sirius, end quote, which occurs between July 3rd and July 7th with their quote-unquote Independence Day on July 4th, the 4th of July Independence celebration. Yeah, so kill all that CERN shit, man. I'm tired of seeing that, man. This is what it is every year. Every year. It doesn't change.
Hasn't changed.
At all. You can't stop, won't stop. Change the true nature of the Sirius rise. Sirius rise, right? All right, so let's quote. Sirius was both the most important star of ancient Egyptian astronomy and one of the deacons, star groups into which the night sky was divided. So we got that 36 and 10, which gets you that 360, with each group appearing for 10 days annually. The heliacal rising, the first night that Sirius is seen just before dawn, was noticed every year during July. Early Egyptians used to mark the start of the new year, the opening of the year, quote unquote. It was celebrated with a festival known as the coming of Sofdet. All right. So the rising of the summer solstice sun, the northeast corner and keystone in Masonry explained. The sun rises in the northeast on June 21st in the northern hemisphere. Astronomically and geometrically, June 21st is the summer solstice. Hey, hey, to all my Cancers out there.
Hey.
All right, which marks the sun's farthest point north of the equator or its highest ascent elevation. On this day, the sun stops his apparent northerly motion and hovers for 3 days. And after the third day, the sun begins his apparent southerly motion. The word solstice is from Latin solstitium, from sol, sun, and stitium, to stop. The statue of William Penn faces northeast, which is oriented to the rising of the summer solstice sun. William Laxton in the quote Civil Engineering and Architects Journal, end quote, volume 10, documents the astronomical layout of Center City, Philadelphia. The Masonic practice of laying a keystone, cornerstone, foundation stone at the northeast corner of a building is emblematic of the rising of the summer solstice sun in the northeast. The Masons celebrate the feast of John the Baptist on June 24th, which astronomically and geometrically marks the day the sun makes his southerly descent after reaching his farthest point north of the equator on June 21st. The heliacal rising of Sirius explained. Looks a little cut off. Anyways, I'm gonna read from here. So, all right, the Earth's orbit. I don't know why it's cut off. From the sun. Talk more of that. So, this astronomical phenomenon is called Aphelion, as my awesome brother Sign was explaining to everyone earlier. Sirius is called quote unquote dark star.
Yeah, Aphelion. That's what
Aphelion.
Yeah.
And because of the bright star prominence and the constellation that Brother Benjamin dropped on you earlier, Canis Major. Canis means dog in Latin, and major in Latin means great. So hence, quote unquote, the great dog. Sirius is located to the south in the sky and east of Orion, and the stars in Orion's belt appear to point towards Sirius. Sirius is also associated with Alset, the Egyptian goddess of the eastern horizon in the sky. Alset has been transliterated to the Greek word Isis, quote unquote, daughter of Isis. Therefore, Sirius is the eastern star. The names of the women's secret order referred to as the Order of the Eastern Star and the Daughter of Isis are based in astronomical event, the quote unquote heliacal rising of Sirius. The star Sirius is personified as Alset Isis, standing in a celestial boat with a 5-pointed star over her head, and facing Osiris on the right, standing in his boat. Also, Isis was depicted as a large dog, or shown in Rome riding side saddle on a large dog. All right, so, uplifting women through restoring ancient world culture, continue to do what Prophet Noah Jarlee brought us to uplift fallen humanity, which is mother. Ancient world culture, which has positive references to women, has been suppressed through linguistic craftsmanship and words of art pertaining to art. Linguistic manipulation pertaining to words that reflect the creative and intuitive nature pertaining to women leads to the psychological subjugation of women. Restoring positive ancient culture references pertaining to women through linguistics and etymology will increase women's insight of their divinity, creative power, and role as the custodians of ancient civilization and world culture. So I got for that. How was that, bros?
That was phenomenal, bro. Smooth read.
Did y'all pull? Well, I guess let's see. I can let me go and find. I'm gonna find Warrior's House and look for Canis Major.
And I wanted to kind of go over.
Oh yeah, bro. If you want to screenshot, yeah, go ahead, bro. While I look for this.
No, good. I was talking about going over that. The fact that when people see the Eastern Star emblem, like on that newspaper, we use that as an example for a few things that I could share as far as just science is right there in plain sight. I can't even say it's hidden at this point. I don't even know if I see things as hidden anymore. It's like
quote unquote hidden in plain sight.
I don't even think it's hidden in plain sight anymore. It's like it's just open. It's just out there in the open, and it's only secret to those that aren't interested. That's the only reason it's an open secret. It's definitely out in the open though. But yeah, going over that, and then I would share probably perfect matrimony.
Yeah, do you think, bro? What you would like to share?
No, go and do what you was about to share, but I would just make reference that's kind of what we can go into a little further, go in on Eastern Star and what that, give my perspective further on it, as well as talking about perfected man and things of that nature. So I yield.
Yeah, I can't remember where I'd seen there was a post, it had perfected man, but then he was talking about, shade, with the fallen angel. It's like, come on, man. You need to go read Perfected Matrimony.
Yeah, that Perfect Matrimony is definitely worth a read. That's why I'm going to check in my library now to see if I can find that, actually.
Actually, no, I'm gonna go to Celestial Atlas. That's what I'm gonna pull up.
Oh, there it is. Perfect Matrimony. We'll go Instagram since that's here. I think that is what I want to go over. I want to go over the Instagram so people can just kind of get over themselves. I think it's in the 300 somewhere. The 5-pointed star, page 377. Okay, so I'll just leave that there. Go ahead, Brother Sean. What were you sharing there, beloved?
Oh, I'm going through the Atlas, looking for a Canis Major to give a collective view.
Yeah, it has a square plate for Canis Major, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say you would expect it to be in the northern hemisphere plate, but it might be in the southern hemisphere plate, because that's where Monoceros and all of them are meeting, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, will it give me a landscape view? Oh, awesome. Hey, where we go? Okay. I'm gonna get back to the share screen. Back to the share screen. Here we go.
Yeah, see, near Monoceros, like I said. And it's showing you where that dotted line is the equator. Supposedly. I mean, pardon me. Yeah.
Yeah, equator.
Technically. So the dotted line is always the equator. So it's showing you, hey, this is how it is in the northern hemisphere, this is how it is in the southern hemisphere. It's kind of giving you a clue of what to look for. Even if you were to hold these pages up to the sky yourself and just look like, oh, okay, yeah, that is, Procyon, Betelgeuse, Sirius. That's how you know the Winter's Triangle. Even though Bellatrix and Betelgeuse is the shoulders in Orion, but the Winter's Triangle is Betelgeuse, or Betelgeuse, as some people say. Betelgeuse, Procyon, and then Sirius. Once you see Betelgeuse and Procyon, it's easy to find Sirius every time, because it's going to be right there every time. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to find. It's interesting too, because Sirius is clearly at the muzzle or the nose pertaining to the dog, and I gotta admit, dogs definitely always are communicating with the air. I mean, to be very honest with you, with me having my sun in ascending conjunct Sirius, I mean, I definitely, definitely sensitive, sense pertaining to smell. However, so many other beautiful things that are actually here when you really go at this, in the Veritas fashion, which is our ancient foremothers and forefathers mindset. We're not doing anything technically new. It's just that we have the clarity that, a lot of people are still coming out of Negro Black colored mindset. A lot of people are still coming out of they want to be running and ruling things kind of mindset. And this is the time where it's like, hey, man, let's just tell the truth. This is what we're doing. And at the same time, this is what we're providing as a means for us to provide for ourselves. Also, to just have resources, you know what I mean? And things are always negotiable, so to speak, as far as resource access, because that's what it's about. It's not about the fiat. It's about access to resources. If there's a resource that I want and, you don't actually have it, then, okay, that's the only reason we're exchanging Cash App. Exchanging the elementary tuition via Cash App, so that there are other resources that can be utilized in assisting and uplifting fallen humanity. So even right now, how we're able to share this, we transact for Zoom for the whole year. So make sure your finances are used appropriately. However, there's going to come a time where we're realizing that may not have to be, considering knowing, the terms and conditions in dealing with these different so-called services. Would that be on?
It's on. Yeah, so there goes that for you. So I got that. And well, if you like to share a broski, or I can look it up either or,
What, the perfect matrimony?
Oh yeah, you want me to pull it up?
Share it right now. Hold on, I got it right here. I shall share it. Just to show. Let me go here and screen share.
It's a slapper, brother. But Benjamin Bays says for show. Yeah, for show.
Hi.
Oh, you breaking up, broski.
I was saying if Sunshine wanted to kick it with me, like, you know what I mean?
You.
Then mommy said it's all good. It's cool.
Hanging with the Astro Bros. Hanging with the Astro Bros. Hanging with the Astro Bros.
You wanted to kick it with me, Sunshine? Or nah? Ask why I'm beautiful, sir. Unless you want to ask, you know what I mean? What? You ask mommy what's up first? What? Because I'm online. Just asking you. I didn't know if you wanted to. That's all. All right. Let me know. All right, pardon that, y'all. Sometimes I was like, next time you go live on the astrology, can I go live with you? Like, all right, mom says it's cool because we already know how she feels for everybody being live. Go and ask me if it's cool for you to kick it in here with me first. I don't mind. You can kick it with me. You can kick it with the bros. Just go and ask mommy. Huh? Do your thing, man. Do your thing. All right, so let me make sure I got that right, man. I let the camera go out and everything. I just want to make sure that's right. But what I'm going to say is, let's see. Cool. All right, so let me come back here. All right, you guys should see me. Cool. All right, so let me go here. Shoot the duty later. All right, so of course I'm looking at perfect matrimony, right? Let me move me out the way. Can I just do that? Perfect matrimony, right? The doorway to initiation. Some people would be like, oh, what? I mean, you guys would have to be mature to read this, very mature. And be able to, distinguish what's being said here, so you just don't run off the deep end or whatever, spilling the cup of mercury, so to speak. Number 30 is where I'm going here, right? The 5-pointed star. Shout out to brother Jaron Bay for suggesting this read here. I just thought it was like, hey, this is pretty cool, Take a look at it. So I'm going to go to page 377 here, right? And let's just kind of, normally I wouldn't share this. All right. 5-point star. The pentagram expresses dominion. Expresses dominion pertaining to the spirit over the elements pertaining to nature. We can command the elemental creatures that inhabit the regions of fire, air, water, and earth with this magical sign. Demons tremble and run away, terrified in the presence pertaining to this formidable symbol. The pentagram
with its top point upward serves to make the tenebrous flee. We'll just call the tenebrous, the tenebrous that fuck energy. We'll just call it that, right? You know, that stuff is just like, oh, you evil hater, Debbie Downer, dark cloud ass energy. We'll just call that tenebrous, right? The pentagram with its top point downward serves to call the fuck shit to you. That's why, you know, you Moors out there like, hey, why Hassan be saying, yo, you know, make sure you got 1 point up, 2 points down. Kind of in harmony with this. Placed on the threshold with its top point inward and its 2 lower angles facing outside prohibits black magicians from entering. The pentagram is the flaming star. The pentagram is the sign pertaining to the word made flesh. According to the directions pertaining to its rays, it can represent God or the devil, the immolable lamb, or the male goat of Mendes. When the top ray of the pentagram is aiming up in the air, it represents the Christ. Man, we are living truth. I am that I am. When the 2 lower points pertaining to the pentagram are aiming up in the air, it represents Satan. Satan, right? And we all know about the, you know, poetic fiction, astromasonic. Like, I just, let's keep rolling with this though, because this is for metaphysical practices, correct? The pentagram represents the complete man. The pentagram represents the complete man. The pentagram represents the complete mind. With its top ray up, it is the master. Woo. With its top ray down and its 2 lower points up, it is the fallen angel. Oh yeah, but Prophet Noble Drew Ali had, you know, our Moroccan flag with the 2 points up. So what you trying to say? Well, he's saying we're in a fallen angel state, fallen angels. Angels in the outfield. Every fallen bodhisattva is the inverted flaming star. Every initiate who allows himself to fall, in fact, becomes an inverted flaming star. Talk about serious, huh? How serious are you? The best electron is a flaming star with the 7 metals, which correspond to the 7 planets. These are the following: silver for the moon, quicksilver for Mercury, copper for Venus, gold for the sun, iron for Mars, tin for Jupiter, lead for Saturn. Tetragrammaton. Hey man, that looks like a friendly emblem that we utilize often at some jurisprudent arena. You can make medallions to hang around your neck or rings to wear on the finger. You can also draw the flaming star on a very white lambskin to be kept in the bedroom. It can always be used at the threshold pertaining to the nuptial chamber, where where somebody rocking boots. It'd be good to actually have, your pentagram there. In this way, we prevent the tenebrous from entering the bedroom. That's right. Keep that bullshit out the bedroom, back. Just ad-libbing there, guys. All right. Yeah, I know what bed is. Don't think I'm sitting here going back into, the wrong mindset. Nuptial chambers, right? The matrimonial production
All right. The stage. All right. For that 7th house. Right, the 5th house to the 7th house, the 11th house, right? That's where everybody is doing some pouring out and gaining. Sun's pouring out, she's gaining the spark. The pentagram can also be drawn on glass. Put it on the glass. And this terrorizes ghosts and demons. The pentagram is the symbol pertaining to the universal word pertaining to life. The pentagram can be made to shine instantaneously with certain secret mantras. In the Gopala Tampani, the Krishna Upanishads, we have found the mantra that has the power to instantaneously form the formidable flaming star in the astral plane, before which demons flee in terror. This mantra has 5 parts, namely Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopinjana, Valavaya Swaha. When vocalizing this mantra, the flaming star that makes the tenebrous of Arcanum 18 flee in terror forms instantly. These demons violently attack the initiate who is working in the great work. The devotees pertaining to perfect matrimony have to wage tremendous battles against the tenebrous. Each vertebra of the spine represents terrible battles against black magicians. They fight to drive the student from the path of the razor's edge. The powerful mantra mentioned above has 3 perfectly defined stages. On chanting Clem, which the occultists pertaining to India call the seed pertaining to attraction, we provoke a flow of Christic energy, Christic energy that instantaneously descends from the world pertaining to the solar logos to protect us. And then a mysterious door opens down toward us. I'm gonna stop right there because that's in the library. I know people like, whoa, what is a sun reading? Yeah, I'm gonna stop right there on purpose, right? Because you didn't know that the Heliacal horizon was gonna be this serious, did you? No, that's not funny. I think that's funny. Why? Because guys, it's not about nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. We know this and you don't, or we don't want women out there just because you read a book or 2. Don't thank you. Look, ma'am, shut up, shut the fuck up, respectfully. Because we're not here to run a never-ending talent show. That's not what this is about, actually. Oh, let me turn my light on here, guys. Pardon me. I didn't realize I didn't have my light on there. So we're not running a never-ending talent show here. What this actually is a means for us to really do what needs to be done, actually, guys. Like, we got some things to do. I really think we need to really pay attention to what's actually going on. And we may have to just humble ourselves because, sometimes we got to get information from people. We were like, oh, why we got to get it from them? And I've been there. And I guess, maybe some of us within 7 Hills Star are people that you wish you could get the information from. However, who are we not feeding? We're providing things so people can copy and paste pages for books that they're saying they're writing, and they're not writing. They're not writing. Not knocking my, Moorish mothers and sons. I'm just saying when 7 Hills Star or anyone from 7, it'll copy and pasting will be down to a minimum, actually, to be very honest with you, because we're going to bring some thought processes that we know are not really out there, because we see already how we think is what's encouraging most industry around the world, across the planet. We're inspiring a lot of industry, all right, from toilet paper to bubble gum, from your R&B and hip hop to your restaurants. we are definitely inspiring industry globally. Seriously, that's not bragging. All right. So with that being said, I yield forward to you, beloved brother Islam. Let's do some charting. Let's look at these charts. I'm with it.
Put that chart back up. I ain't even pull any global charts now that I think about it. But hey, we can.
I mean, you said it's like doing a freestyle Wednesday kind of fashions. It's like, okay, let's freestyle Wednesday on Intuition Monday.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what location we want to pull up to. This is stop. Okay. I know. Let's just go up and stop. Random place. Here we go. Yes, new chart. Yeah, nice. Let's hit a clock for now. Okay. Get that right there. Boom. Now we got that. Now we got a clock going. Let's see what we got going. All right.
All righty.
Forgot Mongolia, just a random pulling up, right? Got 9 degrees, 17 minutes, Gemini on the rise.
That's true.
Let's see. We got, actually, you know what? Let's 14 degrees, 22 minutes. We can do that position.
They're not free white persons.
The inner exit position. Oh, there we go. 1 second. No. No. Why don't you? Let's see. There you go. I did it again.
Libra is definitely on the rise. The way you're near. So we were looking at what Gemini on the rise for near Mongolia. Republic.
Speed that up a little.
Go for seconds, right? Oh, I see what you're doing. That's in 2 days. Yeah, the 6th.
All right, let's be going on in God, Mongolia, 7th house. You know, have Sagittarius on the rise. Looky.
You were looking for the solar Sirius conjunction.
Indeed.
Got you. Okay, I yield, bro. I'm listening.
Yeah, I got that. So, just for the, God, Mongolia area, y'all will have 9 degrees, 8 minutes.
Yo, is that not the heart of the Scorpion? Is that not Antares? Is like
it's right Antares right there at 10 degrees, 4 minutes.
Yeah, cool. So wow. Wow. And Jupiter's 7 degrees Aries in the 4th.
That's amazing coming off that trine. Interesting, the ascendant is sixth from the sun in Sirius.
Trine and ascendant too. Wow. And that's still in mutual reception with the sun. Wow.
A lot of home remodeling with like foreign themes. A lot of home remodeling with foreign themes. Or seemingly foreign themes. Like maybe it's getting back to national theme, not foreign. Libra's ruling the 8th. Moon in Libra part means ruling. While Mercury's ruling the 7th while in the 7th. Interesting though. Mercury's combust. Let's definitely speak on that.
Definitely combust.
And Venus is on her way to 17 degrees. Gemini, meaning that would be a homicide. Doing homicide at that point. That's Mercury. So nobody Lorena Bobbiting out there. Don't be in fights and stuff.
Let's see, degree of birds, aviation, and goiter. Damn, I mean, the luna's about to be reflecting Jupiter too. So I'm gonna definitely have to look at at Wednesday from the Astro Weather Report.
What's interesting is that's basically the sun midpoint in that point, so you should be able to see Jupiter before it sets, actually. Probably see Jupiter most of the damn day, usually, in theory. But definitely, like, because of that, I would really be interesting. Basically, a soft kind of T-square between Sun, Moon, and Jupiter. That's why it's like there's a lot of home remodeling going on. I yield.
Mars and Taurus, man, yeah. This is just a physical, mental, soul transformation, refoundation. Like I said, hashtag it's happening.
It's happening.
So let's see, save and change spots. So
man, we're going in. Brother Benjamin, I yield to your wisdom too, bro. Me and bro Sean going in. What do you see, bro? Let it loose.
I just put that back. And to change that location. Oh, wow. For the Shakamoxin, for the Philly this will be going on in the 12th house. Looky. You're 29 degrees Cancer on the rise. So please even look, okay. 29 degrees Cancer. Degree of the avid collector.
Avid collector. Someone who's great at collecting, at that collector. I yield.
Hey, Brother Benjamin, got anything, bro? Let me see. Nah, I think I got nothing else either, man. I think we really went through a quick, sweet, but very fruitful, Intuition Monday. Like, Whew. Yeah, that's all I can really say, you know. So we can be looking at just a major shift for this, you know, period from now, till about the 6th, 7th, of July.
It was really awesome to go through and really look at, bro, because, even though we're just kind of hitting some points just really quickly. And I know we could yield or whatever because we got, more work to do also. And like I said, I, got to post a video from Wednesday to the website or whatever. So just still be there when people see it or whatever. So I'm getting some other work, probably get some mangoes and bananas in, right? Other than that, though, yeah, I yield, man. This is amazing, and I thank you, Brother Sean and Brother Benjamin, for inviting me for the Intuition Monday. I know this is all hours. Usually I just be on some. All right, well, I'm in the background, but even right now, I've got a bed to put together, with frame. You know what I mean? To put together. So I'm about to get to that. Any other questions, comments, and/or suggestions from my bros, though?
I'm gonna get a video together and get ready to push that for Friday, for everyone. Like actually I can just how do I say I want to say this? Like if you haven't booked your, reading with me and Brother Sean, that we're doing the reading and live reading for your solar return report, and it doesn't matter if it's already passed or if it's all the way in December, that you can book it for in lieu of 180 units. You're getting a live report reading with Brother Stein, you're getting the Zoom meeting, you're getting the audio and recording, you're getting a report handwritten by me delivered to you. So you're really getting a best of both sides with this. So make sure that you book that and get that so we can honor that for you. Or even if you would like to get it for someone else and their natal time and all that, just get it in contact with us, and we'll get you the full disclosure. We'll get your time for that day set up so that you can really just see past what most call just it's my birthday, thinking that's just another day, when we really give you the layout of what to look for, what to expect, where you're at now and how things are going to be, so that you're just not out here just winging it, thinking it's just another day when it's really not. But hey, what do I know? Because I done studied mine and I'm really living my own chart, and I'll speak for myself since my last solar return. So, make sure you're definitely booking and getting that. I'm also, I can just record this and just post it to TikTok and post it everywhere else, like, hey, Friday, it's done come up quick too. Like, wow. I remember us talking about it. It's like, whoa, it's Friday. Like, so yeah, definitely make sure you book that, like I said, even if it's already passed, you will still be able to really get the insight needed so that you can, really make the most out of things and not really just pass up and miss things. It's like, well, you have this opportunity to get, 2 reports for 180, that's definitely a deal. Some would say a steal. And, really able to get the insight that everyone knows that they unconsciously don't know they need, for your solar return. When, most important days, it only happens once a cycle, once a year, besides the 12 to 13 lunar returns. But sun, are the big things that most people look at. It's like, oh, hey, it's my birthday, the solar return, however you want to say it, make sure you're getting and booking it. You can be looking for the video very shortly. If you haven't seen any of the lives with Brother Hassan, how we do our readings, you can definitely look that. If you haven't seen my reports, 7 Hill Star, we can go, download the Mental Magician reports and see those. And I didn't post that one report now that I say it, but I think I'm actually gonna keep that off. But yeah, thanks to everyone that showed up. I don't think we even checked the YouTube chat. So let me actually go look at that real quick.
Absolutely.
Peace and love to Brother Talib Bay and Crystal Lewis. Peace and love to y'all. Thank you to everyone that's watching will see this in times to come. Like and share with your loved ones, with your friends, and we're not saying, well, I'm just saying that we're not saying it for like, hey, give us views, likes. No, we are just giving you truth. And in a time where there's an avalanche of lies and distractions, you need some truth, something to fall back and lean on, and, shout out to God House Eating over there with Brother Benjamin. That I yield. I think that's it for me.
Yeah,
I think my pros are good.
What are we going? Are we really doing when it comes to I guess the next presentation for Worthy Talks besides what we're doing with this? Because it could be separate from that as far as the solar return reports. But are we doing a Cloran, bro? Like, are we going in on this or what?
Brother Benjamin.
Brother Benjamin, you there?
What? What's up?
Yeah, let's talk about the Cloran.
When?
I remember Friday. Talk about like what's the next series we would do or whatever as far as
whatever. It's just like
improv.
I'm done whatever. It's I guess getting everybody there and me like staying awake is the worst thing for me. I don't mind it. It's just me knowing when it's there and staying up until it happens. That's the biggest part for me. I'm trying to stay up and get there. Not trying to be a hoe. But yeah, I'm with it if if it says this time and I'm like, all right, cool, and I wake up and it's like 7 p.m. I'm like, okay, life has passed me by. I'll start like that. Yes.
It's like, so early Friday will be on, is it, I guess, 8 Central, 9 Eastern was what was working best on the early tip, right? And then, yeah, of course, because, I'm in my 52 days of Saturn. So every time I try to push for something, I caught a delay. So I was like, let me just take my time, get to it or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I think last Friday we had kind of like went in a little later because we had like fellowship so early, so to speak, as people was probably, but it was just, just bros just sharing, going over stuff. But this Friday, yeah, 9 Eastern, still 900 Eastern, 800 Central, maybe even 9:30 at the latest. However, yeah, because I think if we go over these things and do a comparison between the Quran and the Cloran, and then just actually start dying down a lot of energy of people just having this prejudicial thinking about what they think something is or something isn't. And because for me, honestly, the more that I'm going in repetition on things that I've been studying for years. However, I really see that some things are way easier to deal with when you're not just being so prejudicial about it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's more of a point now is that, okay, I'm sure what I see. If someone else doesn't really see it that way, fine. Doesn't matter. I just know that this is how I'm going to hammer the nail. Like somebody might hammer the nail differently. I'm going to hammer the nail this way. So this is how I'm hammering the truth. So, but with that being said, that's great. So Brother Benjamin is like, man, let's make sure we get this joint on time when we go in on this impromptu improv. So it's impromptu improv. That early morning is, yeah, I like that, honestly. I would like to go even earlier, honestly, to the things I've been thinking about. However, any other questions, comments, and or suggestions from my beloved brothers and whom I'm well pleased?
Yeah, gratitude. Gratitude, my bros. Brother Simon for getting with us today. And like I said, share. Make sure you check out the socials, the website, book your solar return reports, readings, and just everything else. Energy healings. Like, we are here. It's like the number one spot, but everyone walks by it because they don't know that it's really popping. When you go inside, they're like, this has been here the whole time. That's 7 Hill Star. But Wednesday at Astro Weather Report, is the next thing from us. And, that's it from you. Peace and love. And brother Hassan, you got to end us out. You got the host. Besides
that, I don't have a host.
I just see you ask that thing back to you.
Okay.
Look at me. I'm the host now. I'm the captain of the ship.
God, man, why don't y'all remind me, man?
All right, so we're just gonna hove our way out.
Y'all need some help, man.
Oh, man.
Thank y'all so much. Namaste.
Peace and love to you all. Y'all enjoy your moon day, your Sirius rising, for whatever you want to call, be a part of. Hey, just enjoy it and do it all with peace and love. Yeah. Like, share,